let's take one last look at the room before heading to the airport. Be sure to watch the full-length video so you can see this hotel in its entirety. But it's 10:35 a.m. and my flight to Istanbul leaves at 12:50, so I gotta get over to JFK. I wear shorts. Actually, it's not bad. It's warm in the sun. It's like low 60s. I did wear two tops though, so I'll be warm on the plane. Now I gotta haul ass to catch my flight. I'm gonna make it.
This train will stop at Airline terminals 4, 5, 7, 8, and 1. Stop. Look around and please take all your belongings.
Alright, there's absolutely no signage indicating where any of the check-in counters are. Maybe. Nope, this is Austrian, Brussels, Lufthansa, and Swiss over here. Let's see, where is Turkish Airways? Or Turkish Airlines? Must be down this way. Here's Turkish Airlines. And yes, of course, I get to use the business class check-in, which is very short. So I should have enough time to go to the lounge a little bit. Alright, that was a very hectic security. They don't really have TSA pre-check, so I had to take my laptop out and do all that stuff, which I haven't done forever. Here's our lounge. These are the airlines, which can use it if you're flying in business class. No. Alright, good afternoon everyone. I'm switching over to narrating now. So I'm going to show you the seat features, the first of which will be the legroom and footwell space. So I'll say this, with shoes on, the footwell is a bit tight. It's not as narrow as some footwells that I've experienced in business class, but they do provide slippers, so I'm going to put those on in a second, and I'm sure they'll be a lot more comfortable. There you can see exactly, it's actually a pretty deep footwell space, so it's not too narrow, but I think because how deep it is, it feels narrow, that it's kind of like constricting your legs there. Here are the slippers which Turkish Airlines provides. I'm going to put them on right away, and that will definitely make the flight more comfortable. Alright, these are fairly large slippers. I have size 12 feet, and a lot of times the slippers provided by airlines are a little bit tight for me. These are really comfortable, and also what's nice is that right underneath the footwell is a large space for your shoes. So you can store your shoes there during the entire flight, and then just put the slippers on when you need to get up and stretch your legs or use the restroom. And here's our amenity kit. So let's go ahead and check out what's inside. Alright, here are the amenity kit contents. It's funny because it's actually a fairly large amenity kit, but there's not a whole lot in it. And those are some really interesting socks. They do look really comfortable though, so I think I'll keep those. Those will be comfortable on a chilly or really cold winter day. And then there's hand cream, lip balm, toothpaste, toothbrush. I guess that is a hair tie for your hair if you have long hair and want to pull your hair back. But overall, pretty standard amenity kit. Oh, there's also an eye mask. I forgot to mention that. Very important for getting good sleep. No earplugs though, but I did throw earplugs in my bag because when I want to take a nap, I want to definitely block out all sound. Forgive me, I misspoke. There were earplugs in the amenity kit, but they fell on the floor when I opened up the kit, so. I was going to say, because earplugs are a pretty standard item in an amenity kit, so they are included in Turkish Airlines amenity kit. I also just noticed that the bag that the slippers are in says for your shoes, so you can put your shoes in this bag and then place it there under the footwell to keep your shoes nice and fresh throughout the flight. Now let's talk about the pre-departure beverage, which was some type of cranberry juice. There was also orange juice and one other juice. It's actually quite good. So as I mentioned earlier, with just your socks on, yes, the footwell space is much more comfortable. But I don't think I'm actually going to sleep much on this flight because it's a daytime flight for me, as I slept a lot last night. Actually, I slept a lot the last 3 nights, so I'm feeling really rested. We leave around 1 p.m., so I'll be arriving in Istanbul like around 11 p.m. So I might get like an afternoon nap in, but I'm not planning to get like a full night's sleep. There's our giant engine that powers the Boeing 787-9. Oh, and there's a Korean Air Airbus 380 right next to us. I definitely can't wait to fly the 380 on Korean Air sometime. I'm flying it on Qantas in a couple months, and first class. I'm so excited. Let's talk about more of the seat features. This is really interesting here. There is a cabin there to store your belongings. There's actually a lock for it, so you could like put valuables in there. I've never seen that on an airplane before. And now what I'm wondering, with the phone charging outlet right there. Is there enough room to have your phone, to have the charger plugged in there and connected to your phone with that door shut? So I'll find that out and let you know. And then down here, the headphone plug-in, TV remote. It's hard to see because of the lighting, but there are seat controls there, which I'm guessing when it's darker they will be more illuminated. And then if you come around, there's ample room to get out of your seat. If you come around this way, which is interesting, there's a wing on the seat which really sticks out. Let me zoom out for a second. It blocks a little bit of your window view. Fortunately, I have two windows, so I can see out of that one too. But it blocks a good portion of the window, and the wing the trajectory kind of goes inward. So it makes the seat feel a little bit tighter there around your head. But overall, it's a very good business class seat. Very spacious, very well thought out, good design and use of space. Now here is our menu. And if you didn't know, Turkish Airlines is a dine-on-demand airline, at least in international business class. So there's actually a chef on board, and she just came by and took all of the main course orders. And here's what you have to choose from. I went with that one, the filet of beef. I almost went with seafood, but I was more in the mood for beef today. And Turkish Airlines is renowned for their excellence in dining, so I'm very excited to try this. Alright, let's talk a little bit more about our 18-inch 4K TV here, which has over 400 hours of entertainment options. Of course, I'm going to select English. And then let's see we have to, of course, watch a Turkish Airlines commercial first. This is actually my first time flying business class, long haul on Turkish Airlines, so it's a really exciting flight for me. And can't wait to show you more of it. Alright, this is really cool. There's a camera on this plane, so you can watch. Just a second. You can see what's in front of you, or forward and down, so when we get up in the air, I'll try forward and down and get that view as well. But that's really fun to have that view forward while you're taking off. The only other time I got to do that was on Emirates 380. I do have to say, it is truly a beautiful day for flying here out of New York. Beautiful sunshine, not much wind, so it should be hopefully a calm climb out, a smooth climb out. I also have to say that this little wing here on this seat makes it really hard to record out of the window. I need to get a GoPro with one of those devices that just latches onto the window. I see all you other aviation YouTubers doing that, so maybe I should get one of those, and then that can record all of the taxiing and takeoff footage. You can just see Manhattan in the distance there as we get ready to turn onto our departure runway. And I think that was an American Boeing 737 that just departed in front of us. You can see shooting into the sky over there. I just spent 3 days in Manhattan, my favorite city in the world. And I'm already planning a trip back here in December, because you have to see Manhattan all decked out for the holidays. See some shows. It's such a blast. There's our departure runway. So I'm going to record a little bit here out the window, and then I'm going to also show you on the TV in front of me, because it's pretty fun to be able to watch that. There's a little, that looks like an Embraer 175, maybe even a little smaller. It's a real tiny. Next to any plane like this, even 737s, like the Alaska Airlines 737, you'll see here in a second. There it is. They look so small next to a huge plane like the 7879 or 777. There's our engine. I'll put in the captions the thrust capacity of the engines on this plane. And as soon as we get past the JFK terminals here, you can see all the construction that's underway at JFK. But we're lifting off the ground pretty quickly here. Check that out. Camera on the front of the plane. Just get a view of Manhattan. Now let's try this. Oh, that's forward. That's really more just down. I said forward down. I thought there would be in front of the plane as well as down, but that's just down. So let's go back to forward. Which is nothing but the sky now. We'll go back to the window. See if you get any view of Manhattan as we make our turn here. There we go. I had to go back to the second window here to get it. We're making a pretty sharp turn, which does make sense because we've got to go out over the ocean, over the North Atlantic. I think we'll go up over Greenland and then down, and then, up over Greenland and Iceland, and then head south into Europe and across over into Istanbul. But that's a pretty spectacular view of Manhattan we get. So I sat on the correct side of the plane to get a view like that for this flight. Bye bye, New York City. I'll see you again soon.
Oh, it's empty right now because I'm the last row.
Take a photo of the next one.
Okay, I'll get that one.
Starters.
Okay, thank you.
It's more beautiful there.
Okay. get that beautiful tray. Is that salmon right there?
Yes.
Oh,
Salmon tartar.
I need some healthy. I was in New York 3 days eating pizza, ice cream.
All right, I'm gonna go back on mic here for this part. So the tray that I just showed you had a whole bunch of items that you can choose from. I got a little bit of salad, some salmon. These are a Chinese roll. That's what they called it. I think it's like an egg roll or spring roll. And then some soup. And I honestly forgot the kind of the soup. Oh yes, some breads, please. How about a wheat bread, please?
Wheat bread.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you very much.
Oh, there is no cheese on the roll.
There's no cheese. Okay, great. Do you know what kind of soup that is again?
It's asparagus and gravy.
Asparagus soup.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
With gravy.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. So this is asparagus soup. I always thought it was like maybe a lentil soup. I've actually never had asparagus soup before, so that's going to be an interesting try for me. I'll let you know how it all tastes in a second. All right, here's the verdict on all this. And keep in mind, this is just a starter. The main course is still coming. It was funny, she called it a Chinese bread. She said, would you like Chinese bread? Which is what I thought was like an egg roll. It's actually really delicious. It's actually better than egg rolls and spring rolls that I've had at many Chinese restaurants. The salmon is very good. The salad, the dressing is really good. The asparagus is good. It's asparagus. This asparagus soup, however, is a real winner. It's absolutely delicious. Like I said, I've never had asparagus soup before, and I would definitely go for it again. I'm saving my roll to accompany the main course, the beef, which should be arriving shortly. But for a starter, this is really excellent. It's all delicious. All right, here is the main course, the beef fillet. The presentation is excellent. It looks delicious. This is some kind of cucumber wrap, but I don't know if that's a noodle with it or what that is. Some type of pasta. I'll ask and see if I can find out exactly what that is. Got a refill on the Coca-Cola too. I'll let you know the verdict in a minute. Okay, here's the verdict. The beef is good. It's quite good. I usually like beef and steak medium rare. I don't think there's an option on a plane, but it's good. It's got a good flavor. The sauce is very good. Vegetables are good. These noodles, the white noodle with the cucumber is, she didn't know what type of pasta that was, but it's really delicious. I don't think I've had that before, so I enjoyed that. But overall, it's a good meal.
What kind of dessert would you like to have?
Can I have a fruit and chocolate?
Chocolate?
All right, for dessert, I went with the chocolate cake. Looks very yummy. And then, of course, some coffee. You have to have Turkish coffee on Turkish Airlines with 4 sugars. Don't tell my doctor, but I don't think she's watching. I don't think she'll see this. I did have some fruit as well, a cup of fruit. They also had ice cream, chocolate ice cream, and I think there was baklava, but I'm not a big fan of baklava, so these were the 2 best options for me. Good, very early morning. It's around 5 in the morning. We're supposed to land in like an hour and 20-25 minutes. So this is the breakfast that we were just given. I love that it's really healthy. Some delicious healthy fruit. There was the option to have a wheat roll too, but since I had 2 wheat rolls with dinner, I said, you know what, I'm going to be bad and have the cinnamon roll. I believe that is a slice of cheese and tomato. So I definitely won't eat the cheese, but I'll have that tomato. Some yogurt. I think that is a slice of ham. And it looks like a little piece of chicken or turkey. Of course I had some Turkish coffee, although only with 3 sugars this time. And I'm gonna make the cinnamon roll a little bit healthier by enjoying it with some honey. Overall, a light but healthy breakfast, and I'm not generally hungry anyway, so this is more than sufficient. Okay, so it turns out what I just had was actually just a starter. So there's also a main course for breakfast, which was either an omelet or French toast. And since I don't eat cheese, obviously I went with the French toast. It does look absolutely delicious though, so I can't wait to dig in, and I'll let you know how it is. One thing that's really nice is that the flight attendants allowed us to keep our headphones if we wanted to keep watching TV. On most airlines, they will require that you head over the good headphones, and then they hand out little other headphones, which you can keep. But this was nice because I was like, oh, I'm having fun watching the news out of my country because there's good news coming in. So it's nice to be able to keep watching the news with these good headphones until we land. Well, now you can see something. Actually, those are some ships out there. So I guess we will have some footage of landing here in Istanbul at night. It looks like it's very foggy though. There's rain expected all day today. Not like a heavy rain, but like I think a light rain and light showers throughout the day. So it appears that it's quite cloudy and foggy out there right now. Well, now we're getting into some clouds as we come in. We're pretty much on final approach here. We're getting pretty low. So, looks like we'll be landing in a minute or so. Thanks again for watching. This was my first time flying business class long haul on Turkish Airlines, so it was really exciting for me. I bought this ticket through the Chase portal. I found a great deal. It was 4 flights in total, all in business class. They were all long haul flights except for one. So I of course got 5 Chase points per dollar that I spent. So I got a lot of Chase points. Then I of course entered my United frequent flyer number, and for any of the other tickets I entered the frequent flyer number where I wanted to whichever account I wanted credit for the flight. So I'm getting a lot of points through those programs as well, United Miles. So I kind of maxed out getting the best value of point and mile accrual off of this flight. Boy, it is really, oh, those are the bright lights there. I was gonna say it's really not a good view. I'm trying to, it looks like there's some rain coming down the window now too, so that's kind of making the view worse. I think the weather the next few days is supposed to be nice. I'm going to Egypt next week for a week, and then Dubai for a week after that, and the weather's going to be absolutely perfect in both places. So if you don't like hot, humid weather, you do not want to visit Egypt.